Hey yo, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Hashem, Rakakadash. Don't want to see Apostle others, GreatMillStone, and Shalom to all the bros out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. So brother, I'm one from the GMS London camp. Just got a quick video. I just found this absolutely horrendous, the most ridiculous article I've ever seen in my life. And it basically shows just how whacked out people in the society are. It shows how basically anything the so-called white man says, they're just going to jump on his cock and start fucking and, you know, and run with that shit. And it shows like how lost this place needs to get done out, man. It needs to be finito, man. Got this article in The Guardian. It says, offspring of Neanderthal and Denisovan identified for first time. It says, discovery suggests that distinct ancient human species may have mingled and interbred happily. Some BS, you know. This ancient human species, bro. I'm like, you better be talking about, you know, ancient Israel, and maybe even, I don't know, ancient Elam, ancient Esau, you know, Israel going up in and smashing up these women, because otherwise you're talking some BS. But you already know, man. A small piece of bone found in a cave in Siberia has been identified as a remnant of a child whose mother was a Neanderthal and whose father was a Denisovan. Now this is just the level of insanity we're dealing with, bro. A small piece of bone, bro. This could have been one of them tiny little toe bones. This motherfucker found the tiniest toe bone on planet Earth. And he's gonna say this is like some legendary proof of some legendary shit that's gone down on the planet Earth. But that's complete BS, man. That's made up nonsense. It says researchers made the discovery when they examined DNA extracted from the bone and found it contained chromosomes from a Neanderthal female and a Denisovan male. And the thing is, bro, the sheer BS is, where did you get the DNA sample of, where was a Neanderthal walking around and then you took his DNA, man, and then the motherfucking Denisovan or whatever the fuck it is walking around and you took the DNA to compare it to? Some BS, man. This is absolute just the man. You know, you're gonna be at the camp, and someone's gonna be talking about evolution, and this is meant to be the proof. If you had asked me beforehand, I would have said we will never find this. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. And Svante Pabo, director of the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology in Leipzig, Germany. And when we stumbled across it, I was very surprised. The discovery has led scientists to suspect that different groups of archaic humans, including ancestors of people alive today, have few qualms about interbreeding when a chance arose. I'm beginning to think that when these groups met, they were quite happy to mix with one another. Until 40,000 years ago, Eurasia was home to both groups of archaic humans with Neanderthals in the west and the elusive Denisovans in the east. Although the groups separated from each other more than 390,000 years ago, they occasionally crossed paths and evidently got along royally when they did. This is just, this is the kind of madness that, Esau's got these people. This is the kind of level, these little worms that you get coming up to the camp, this is the level they're on. They're actually sitting there thinking, this is some actual factual information here. This is meant to be factual evidence. They're meant to know, okay, yeah, truth. Understand. Bro, this is just some fluff. This is some BS. What the hell kind of, where's this is just such ultimate levels of BS, bro. Like the proof for that is meant to be, they extracted DNA and matched it. Bro, where the fuck did you get, you just found some other skeleton somewhere and said, that's a Neanderthal because, the bone structure. I'm like, nigga, people get weird shaped heads all the time, man. You can get huge motherfucking heads. You can get overly long arms. You get them people with where they have like, I cannot remember the name of the gland, but the one that keeps them growing. So they grow fucking super tall, and then they drop dead, man, because they get too big, man. And they meant, the Lord cut that, that strength off from the flesh, man, which is in the scriptures. But this is the kind of, Esau can just come out with anything now. He can just say, 390,000 years ago, 40,000 years ago, there was there. I'm like, bro, how the hell, like, where's, Are you going to provide some evidence for that? Then that's the, you know, we're going to come out with the evidences in the Bible. Things like, oh, that's not facts. But this guy is like a toe bone, a little fucking inkling of a toe. Just, you know, the extra, oh, there's DNA extra. I'm like, bro, that is meant to be proof. Give me a break, man. That's some BS, man. That's some bullshit. And this is the Guardian, man. It's mainstream news. They're going to be talking about on BBC, like, oh, amazing, our ancient ancestors, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, give me a break, man. That's the kind of, you know, everyone out here is out of their minds. They don't know what's going on. And this is why they need to get nuked, man. And it's like, if you're just there, you're so sucking on Esau's cock that you're just going to be like, oh, yeah, anything he says. Just like, yeah, oh, great, excellent, amazing, amazing. That is, give the shit up, man. You failed. Let me start with, let me see. Okay, Micah 2:1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. That's these so-called white people, man. They're devising evil. This is an evil and iniquity that's been devised, man. And they're basically just doing it because they can. Thing is Esau's trying to present anything that comes against the Biblios, anything that comes against the truth, just have it out there and have people getting into it, man. Because he's basically trying to get people as far away, you know, from the word, from the truth, as he can. And I'm like, you know, and that's just like, and the people are feeding into it. They suck it, you know. They're gonna believe in some white god, but then, you know, that all these white people are a bunch of fucking atheists and devils, man, and pedophiles. These guys are going around popping little boys, meant to be, you know, meant to be men of God, but then they're going around popping hella 11, 12-year-old boys that don't know what the hell's going on, man. This guy ain't even, you know, he didn't even know that his penis can be used for a different purpose, but he's getting popped out by some grimy 7-year-old man. Just said, yes, come, massage. I'm like, criminals, absolute criminals. And this shows that, you know, Esau is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. The so-called white man, he is the devil the Bible speaks of. Yeah. Skip to this. Psalms. Actually, you know what? Let me get 1 Timothy 6:20. Says, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust. Avoid profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called. And this is one of them oppositions of science, man. Ain't no wisdom in that. You can be talking about some motherfucking, you know, a goddamn bone you found in a cave and saying, oh yes, 39,000, hundreds, start talking about hundreds of thousands of years. And talking about, oh yeah, history of this and that in this era. Bruv, that is just some absolute shit. That's called bullshit. And that's what, you know, that's what this so-called white man's got everyone on. Everyone's on out there. The thing is, you know, these guys are actually out here thinking these so-called white people are actually gods. That's you already failed, man. For when you're sitting there thinking, you know, oh, white people just, you know, so good, righteous, saviors, salvation, then you've lost, man. You've lost. You drank the Kool-Aid, man. And that's, bro, the only solution for that is thermonuclear destruction, man. People actually have to get nuked and burnt with fire. That's the only way that you know, it's good. It's basically this thing. These guys can get put in their right state of mind, especially so-called blacks, man. These Negroes, these so-called Negroes, Negroid black monkeys, man. These guys especially need to get fucking completely zapped, man. Because if you're there and you're so-called black man and you're sucking on the white man's cock, that's the only hope you got, man. Get zapped and come back. Psalms 53. Let me start from 1. It says, the fool hath said in his heart, there is no power. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. And you can see they're corrupt. If you're promoting this, you're a corrupt entity, man. You're a devil. And it says what? There is none that doeth good. The Most High looked down from heaven unto the children of men to see if there were any that did understand, that did seek the Most High. And it says what? every one of them is gone back. They are all together become filthy. So all these Edomites, they're a bunch of filthy dogs, devils. A lot of it. That's why you got these black Edomites, man. And that's why the blade's gonna be sprung up, man, to reveal them black devils, man. Some of these blacks, man, can't trust them criminals. Don't trust them black dogs. Have the workers of iniquity no knowledge, who eat up my people as they eat bread? They have not called upon the Most High. That's it. The workers of iniquity, they don't have no knowledge, man. Because if the thing is you're coming against the people of God, that means, I'm like, bro, you should realize the recompense coming. But these guys, you know, they think they're gonna somehow pull it out, and they're putting all these demonic delusions out into the world, turning everyone away from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, making the truth like an impossible thing to find. That's why, hey man, these so-called white people are gonna receive a harsh, violent, fiery judgment, man. Because that's the only way you can cleanse this bullshit. People going around thinking, you know, some ancient, bro, you need some fire, man. Fire, hella fire, bro. No remembrance whatsoever of these guys or what they did, man. Can't be having that. But yeah. I'll leave it there. I'll say all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Hashem Kadash. Damon, the apostle, the elders of GreatMillStone, man, and Shalom.